My lovely younger sister Julie is helping me film today. Oh look, I'm in a spinning chair, but you didn't know that. And she said, okay, remember, you can't move forward because then your face looks too bright, but you can go left or right. Although I guess for you guys it would be left or right. So my first thought was, hey, at least there's no way I can go wrong if I go left or right. Hello everyone. Today I'm doing my Boxycharm unboxing for the month of August. And hopefully this video will not go up as late as some of the other videos that I've done. All two of them, to be exact. Today I did all of my face makeup except my contour, although contour isn't something I do every day necessarily anyways. And my eyeshadow! And that is because in this month's Boxycharm, there's a very exciting eyeshadow palette. But the theme this month is Beach Please. Does that sound familiar to you? Does that sound like my channel name? Mich Please? Yes. Anyways, getting sidetracked. The most exciting product in this month, by far, is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. Where is my enunciation today? Eyeshadow palette. And it looks like this. It's quite famous. It's quite iconic, if you ask me. It has 8 beautiful eyeshadow shades. Should have counted before. And according to the card that came in the box, it is actually worth $36, and it came in at $21 bucks. That's amazing. I've wanted one of these for a while. I probably want all of the Tarte eyeshadow palettes, so it's pretty cool that this is my second one. The first one I have is the Tarte Pro To Go palette, which is just a really tiny one, and I really like the quality of their eyeshadows. They're very... oh, that was so soft. I mean, not soft like powdery, but like very creamy and buttery and all the words that people on YouTube like to use to describe good eyeshadows. So the fun part is before I go on to the next few products, I'm going to do a little eyeshadow demo. But I already primed my eyes with the Milani eyeshadow primer. This stuff actually makes a difference. It just works. It's not a gimmick. I'm not saying that you thought it was, but I'm going to start with this nudie like cream color at the top here that I just dipped my finger into, and I'm going to take my Morphe E22 brush and I am just putting it all over my eyelid. I have hooded eyes, so it's kind of hard to make a crease. I still honestly have not figured it out, but people say you can make one just using a, you know, darker eyeshadow. Alright, and this is my first time ever using this eyeshadow palette, so if I mess it up or, you know, something doesn't blend or whatever, this is my first time finding out. But this looks pretty good. So the whole reason I use this, because, you know, it doesn't really have that much color, you know, it doesn't pop that much, is because I'm using it to set the eye primer, just so that when I put, you know, this brown or this like dark bluish black color on it, it doesn't get patchy. It's going to have like a layer of powder between the primer, which is liquid, and the rest of the eyeshadow, so everything blends on top of it very nicely, because that's how we blend. So I am going to grab my tried and true, this is the Morphe M433 brush. It's natural hair, so it picks up product a little bit more than like a synthetic brush would, which some people, you know, they say don't use natural hair brushes for foundations because it can steal the product. But I'm going to use this because it blends out my eyeshadow really well. So let's see, I just dipped into Conch, which is the whitish nude shade. I'm going to go into Marina, which is, I don't think any of these are perfectly matte. Actually, Conch might be matte. They're kind of more satiny or shimmery. But I'm going to go into Marina, which is the shade right here. I'm just going to tap my brush in there. There's not too much kick up on this brush, or on this palette actually. There's not a whole lot of debris that falls out that I'm noticing, which is nice for people like me who often forget to do their eyes before their foundation. So now if it falls down on my face, it's kind of there unless I sweep it away with maybe like loose powder or something, but that's not foolproof. But anyways, I'm taking the shade Marina and I'm just kind of going low. I'm trying to cover like my whole eyelid and not go all the way up to the brow bone. And the sun is setting and it's a little bit hard to see like just how much the color itself pops, because normally I do my makeup in my room and that's the lighting that I'm used to. But I think it's looking good. I really like this. This is a good nude eyeshadow palette. So now I'm going to take this BH brush. It's a little like round dome brush. I'm going to dip into Siren. It's this dark brown, and I'm just going to focus it real low in my quote-unquote crease and try to just create some type of dimension there. Oh, just felt some fallout on my face, but that's okay. Not exactly going anywhere after this, that's fine. Wow, that was actually pretty easy to blend. I got some fallout like down here because I wasn't being careful. So that's my own fault, but that was pretty fast actually. And I'm not like the best person with eyeshadow ever, so whenever an eyeshadow color is really easy for me to use and blend, I'm very appreciative. And I can tell it's a good product for beginners. So I'm just kind of going back and forth with like windshield wiper motions using the dome brush still. I'm trying to blend it up. Oh my, that was a messy inner corner. I think I was trying to look at the camera and in the mirror at the same time. Don't do what I just did. Because if anything, it makes more sense to put darker eyeshadow on the outer corner and lighter shadow in the inner corner, which is why people do inner corner highlights. They would probably use this shade called Pearl as an inner corner highlight, which is probably what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to have to take some extreme measures. I'm going to take this other BH brush and I'm just going to take the shade Conch again and just tap it in just so that it coats the bottom of the brush. And I'm going to put it on the inner corner and sweep it inward to try to erase some of that darkness that I just created for myself. And it's not working. It probably doesn't mean that eyeshadow is like unblendable. I think it just means that I messed up. When you get primer, you have like on your skin, you have to remember to set it. And I might have missed that inner corner when I set the primer, which is why the dark shade is clinging to the primer, because, well, that's what primer is supposed to do. It's supposed to help the eyeshadow cling to it. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I think we need to move on because the sun is literally setting on my time here. But the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little, like little tapered ended Morphe M169 brush, and I'm just going to tap it into the shade Pearl, and I'm going to do that inner corner highlight that I mentioned earlier. Sometimes I try to do an inner corner highlight and I take it too far, and it gets kind of bold, and then before I leave the house my mom is like, you need to blend that white into your eyes because it's not blended, it's just there. Like, Mom, this is the look. And she's like, no, you need to blend it. And honestly, she's probably right, but sometimes I'm just in a rush to get out the door. Listen to your mother's children. I think my mom is playing Duolingo. Have you guys ever used Duolingo? It's really good for learning a second language. I'm trying to learn Spanish right now. Because I never got to take it in high school or college. So. Anyways, so that is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea eyeshadow palette, and I'm very happy with it so far. So the next item in the box is this Adesse New York Organic Infused Nail Lacquer. And the shade is called Suzannemi. I'll put it down below. But so the box says that this is actually supposed to be 12 free, which means that they didn't put 12 ingredients that are known to be kind of harsh and nasty in the formula. I'm not going to read them because I will just butcher them, but one of them is GMOs. Hey, I recognize GMOs as something that you're not supposed to have. But I put it on just this hand to see kind of how the brush is. I really like the brush. I think that it spreads out well without being like a huge stripe of color, kind of like the OPI brushes can sometimes give you. Not that I can't like work with it if it's bigger, but I'm not like the best nail painter ever. I mean, let's be honest, but this is what the color looks like. I'm very happy with it. I think that red is a color that can be worn any time of the year. Not that I really pay attention to seasons and colors anyways, just ask anyone. I will update you later in the description box on how long it stays on without chipping. So the next item in the box is actually a set of brushes. These are from Moda Pro. It's got like a powder slash blush brush, which has a slightly tapered top. This is a crease brush. It looks kind of big for my crease, just personally. So I'm probably going to use it to just put color all over the lid. And then a chisel brush meant for sculpting the face. I'm assuming this is for contour. And I actually brought out a contour powder that I like to use to demonstrate. So this is the Becca contour powder. It comes with the highlight. So I'm just gonna press the brush. Oh, that might be too much. Now listen, I'm not that good at contour, so I'm gonna try. I don't know if that made a difference, but I'm going to just, you know, like algebra, just do to one side what you do to the other. Just trying to stamp it on there. The brush set comes to $26 and you can get it online. This is a lip and cheek tint from the brand Aloette or Aloette. Again, I'll put it below. It's in the shade, or maybe it doesn't say the shade, but it says you can apply directly to the lips with your finger or a lip brush. Or if you want it as a blush, you can apply a small drop to the liquid brush and apply to the apple of the cheeks in a soft circular motion. I'm a little bit scared of this, honestly. I've never used a liquid cheek product, but I didn't think, and I decided to wear a Marc Jacobs lipstick. This is in the shade Slow Burn. It's a beautiful nude. On my cheeks, I also did not think, and I decided to wear this Tarte blush. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party. Actually, it's spelled P-A-A-A-R-T-Y, so party. So I will film this tomorrow and insert a clip of me putting this on. But as I just blend it into the back of my hand and kind of use my finger to swirl it around, it feels, my first thought is it feels kind of greasy. I already have oily skin. My cheeks don't get too oily, so maybe that might be fine, but it does blend out pretty nicely to a nice flush. The blush product came out to $35, and that's from Aloette or Aloette. Oh, sorry, and the nail polish was $18. Oh, that's expensive. Okay, yeah, $18. The last product in the box is the PUR Pro eyelashes. They're the 3D cruelty-free luxe lashes, and they're supposed to be worn for up to 30 times. But these are beautiful. These are wispy, kind of natural looking. I'll insert a close-up of them, but I just don't think I can wear them, honestly. I've tried to wear false lashes from Sephora. I tried a pair of Ardell lashes from the drugstore. They sag on me. I don't know if my lash line is just real lazy. I actually have lazy eye on this side, but I don't know. So I might have my sister try them, or I'll just give them to a friend if they're interested, but I don't think false lashes are for me, but they are beautiful. I'm not discounting that. If you're looking for beautiful eyelashes, I think these are great. So overall, the box is worth $129 when you add everything up, and I think that might be, I know I said this before, but that is actually the most high-valued box that I've received so far, and I honestly do think the boxes keep getting better and better. I mean, I've never heard of a Tarte palette being in any subscription box. I mean, that's madness. I imagine myself as Phoebe from Friends as I said that. Does she actually say that in an episode? Anyways, thanks for watching this video that I'm sure is going to be a million years long. And the next video that I want to do is an empties video where I share products that I've used up all the way, and would I repurchase them? Did I already repurchase them? Maybe. Find out next time on Mich, please, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you feel like it. Thank you guys, bye. Just trying to stamp it on there.
When you're done, move your face so we can see.
How does it look, guys?
Michelle, move to the camera. There. Because you're too angled.
Don't get me started on the Marc Jacobs lipsticks.